Okay, so good morning, everyone. So I am Wilbert A. Soriano from Naic Integrated National High School, and I am here to present my research work entitled Teachers' Challenges in Feedback Giving in the New Normal Education. So for the rationale of this study, so the Department of Education embraced various distance education learning modalities due to COVID-19 pandemic. So the study focuses on feedback, which is a crucial uh, element to student learning, particularly in a modular distance learning setup. Feedback is a form of communication inside the classroom. So for the key literatures, so according to Call 2010, he supported it, stating that feedback develops the learner's capability to monitor, evaluate, and regulate their own learning, while Stanger 2014 said that participants who were given instant feedback have performed largely than those who received it delayed. And the Department of Education, through its debit order number 8 series of 2015, which states that the guidelines on classroom assessment, which stipulates teachers' task of providing immediate feedback to support students' learning. So for my methodology, so the study follows a qualitative design, specifically case study, and there are selected 15 senior high school teachers, while sampling is non-random, purposive. So instruments used are the following: in the interview and document analysis, and then the data treatment, course coding. And then the findings led to the following. So for question number one, when do teachers give feedback? So it is found out that they usually do it for correcting, giving info, course reinforcing response, and establishing routine. So for another set of findings, so for question number two, what are the problems do teachers encounter in giving feedback? So first, limited or no means of communication. Second, module learner mismatch. And then of course the timing, teacher learner factors such as anxiety, and then unresponsiveness of learners, and then some unclear and confusing instruction. So for the study's implications, so for future researchers, feedback practices of teachers as well as the response to feedback of learners in other distance learning modalities can be explored in such the context of other learning modalities such as. And then for conclusion, so first one, learner's context is highly regarded in teachers' feedback giving. Second, ICT plays an important role to facilitate the giving of feedback to the learner. Third, writing teachers' feedback direct on outputs are for students with no connection. And then feedback is not always for correcting errors but also to provide info or either to recognize them. And then also, teachers are very much challenged in their feedback giving to their students due to some beyond control factors like limited technology for communication, students' unresponsiveness, mismatch of some modules to the learner's level, vague and complicated instructions, as well with student-teacher factors. Then for the recommendations, so for teachers, it is recommended to provide more feedback that will motivate learners. And then it is evident that learners respond to these forms of feedback positively. Another recommendation is to utilize emoticons such as in feedback giving, such as emoticons that can contribute in bridging the distance brought by modular learning modalities. And then lastly, provide immediate feedback. While it is proper to include the giving of feedback in the routine of teachers, it's also important that teachers provide immediate feedback on the needs of learners they perceive. And then for future researchers, explore giving feedback of teachers in other learning modalities such as online. Then here is my references. Okay, thank you so much.